when I do like this. Oh, I don't know. I try it. In the meantime, we get some more people on board. We have 51 people. Do we get something? No. Do you see this or not? Or you still, do you see always live in the future of your dreams or not?
We see nothing yet.
Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing at
there.
all.
Okay, then let me go back and let me share the screen. I hope I get it. I always have to look that I don't have the wrong information on my screen, no? That I don't shock you guys, because you never know.
Yes, it is there now. It is there. It is there. It is
Not
there.
that my son looks certain things and then I bring it up to you, or you never know. So now you have it. So you see how beautiful is our private logo, Andreas and mine logo. People always ask me, what is that? You know, the originally is the white background and then with black lines and some red in it, but we created now one with the black background and gold. But you know, it's all very logical what you see, because what you see is actually our private logo is what dreams may come. Then you see the same logo, only with the difference is that the swords are not making the heart. The swords are there and the heart is not there. And you see the I from Igor and the A from Andrea. Or I can explain it like the I from Igor and the A from Alberts. I can go both ways, so it's multi. Now what you see is actually, because we are living in the Netherlands, we are from the Netherlands, so you see the crown on top of it. That's the royal part. And we treat our business as an empire, as a kingdom, as a royal opportunity. The two dragons are there because dragons represent mystery and magical. I always like the dragons as well. My astrological sign in the Chinese is the dragon. So the dragons are there for a reason. Then you see under the little tree that is that has a double function. It's the tree of life like we have in our garden, but it's as well the gentry from the family. And as you know, I have a lot of kids. So every time comes a new part on, but it's as well the representation of network marketing, because whatever you build, it's always a tree, what you build. Then you see the two lions in the middle. The lion is the king of the animal. The lion is as well, it is actually what you see is the Dutch lion. When you see the Dutch team football playing and they have that lion on their breast. So it's a Dutch lion actually, and it holds a sword, and the sword represents Excalibur, the magical sword that could not be beaten and only could be used by King Arthur. So it's one of my favorite legends. And then you see on top, you see the rose tree. Actually it is, I could choose the rose because in my mother's family, they were in 1800, they had the royal title. They were baron and baronesses, and they had the red rose as their sign, but they sold it. And I want to bring it back, but not as a single one. I like this tree of roses where multiple roses are growing together, and everywhere you see on that rank, you see all the roses coming out. So I thought that is more beautiful. And in our private weapon is even an eagle flying in from to see things with big overview and altitude. Success for all. That's what we create in network marketing. I think that is the master slogan of network marketing. Create success for all and be the change. And be the change means as well be the change. Get out of your comfort zone. Change the things you do, because when you keep doing what you did, you keep getting what you got. You must always understand, when you don't change, when you are not updating, upgrading yourself, you keep getting what you got. That's very important. Don't expect new things to come to you when you are not reinventing yourself, when you're not changing, when you're not upgrading, uplifting. Call it the way you want, but be the change. Be constantly in evaluation and in changing, you know. And that's why we choose the name of our company is Success for All, be the change. But Success for All is as well a slogan name, and it could be a team name, but we decided not to build a team because, you know, I think it's beautiful that all of you over there in the different countries are creating a team, and I don't think it's nice that we would go in competition with one of you. That's not what needs to be, because I like more harmony, and Success for All is a harmony, is coming together for more. Teamwork makes the dream work. Be the change is as well the way network marketing goes and the way you must think, because in the traditional life, everybody thinks me first, choose me. You know, America had a president, America first. And we made a joke, okay, Mr. Trump, let us then be number second. You know, we don't need number one. Number two is good as well. You will see that later on in this presentation, that being number two can make you a lot of money too. Number 3 and 4, even number 10 can make you extremely rich. So be the change. In network marketing, you can get everything that you want when you first help other people with what they want. You can get everything that you wish, that you dream or you want, when you first help other people with what they dream, wish, or want. That is weird, because that is not how most people are raised. They are not raised on school. You don't have that mentality. On school, you already learn that, you know, you come first and you have to fight for your things. And, you know, but I always looked at history, and I saw that greatness has been created where people come together. You know, it doesn't matter when you look at the story of King Leonidas, or you look at what Kaiser Augustus created, or you look what Alexander the Great did, or what Shaka Zulu built. Or the moment you start to build an empire, you need all the people, and you need to let them go first. So when you really want to achieve, it's the same when you look at people like Gandhi. He could only achieve it because of the many people. It's the same as the way Mother Teresa created greatness, always about the other people. It's the same way that Nelson Mandela did it, but as well Martin Luther King. But in a wider perspective, it's the same that Mohammed did, or that Jesus did. You know, the way people act when you don't think about yourself, but you think about the others first, that's where the universe starts to give you everything that you actually deserve. You know, whatever you, and there's a beautiful lines about that. The boomerang, when you throw it, it comes back to you. Now, the question is, what do you give to be able to receive? People said, yeah, you know, let me first receive. When I receive, I'm going to give. That's not how it works. What are you giving to be able to receive, ladies and gentlemen? And that's this logo all about. This is all about creating successful, because there comes the magic from. Now, let me start before I go into this presentation, and I do it again and again. Always use this disclaimer, because the moment you guarantee people guaranteed results, you're on the wrong spot, because we have an enterprise. whatever opportunity we brought to you, the DAC coin, the Swipex, the DAC Pay, the Skillex, the View, the Forex Insiders, whatever we brought to you or bring to you, we have an idea of what we want to do, but we are always acting and doing it in a way that nobody did before. So means that when you do something that nobody did before, when you create a new reality, you must understand as well that whatever we say or whatever we do, whatever you say, whatever you do, is always in perspective with what is possible at the moment. Now you can say we are only going to talk about what really is possible now, but that's not progression. When you listen to Jules Verne, or you listen to Einstein, or you listen to Leonardo da Vinci, they were creating things in their mind, starting to talk about it, big philosophers. That's what they did. But as well, the religious leaders that were once creating that religion, they started to talk about something that they see. Like the most beautiful example of that is always the Martin Luther King, that really said on the stage, and you know, his wife and children were always behind him. He said, I have a dream. And then he came with the dream. That was always the starting point of his speeches. I have a dream. And then came the dream, you know. And even when a lot of people said, that's not what we want, that's not what must happen, that's not going to be, you have sometimes to fight day and night for what you really believe, for what you really want. And when it doesn't happen at the time zone that you saw, that's many times. You think it takes 1 year and it takes 3 years. Unless you give up on the beauty of your dreams, and then you end up with mostly nothing. I want to say that as well. And it fits with this disclaimer. So whatever we project, whatever we say, that's what we are heading for. That's what we want to create. But it can be that by time and by circumstances, we think, okay, maybe we thought we do it this way, but now we have to do it this way. Or we see this is not a good thing anymore because it's already old-fashioned. When we get there, it's not interesting anymore, but there's something higher that is like this. And we go for, you know, what we can promise you is that whatever we do will always be in your best interest. Because we are not having a company where we think in the interest of the company. We have a company of people for a better future. We always think about how will it work? What is the benefit? And sometimes people say, yeah, but I cannot buy bread for that at the moment. You are absolutely right when it goes to the value of the product. I have to say that's true. People say, yeah, but what is the value of the units? What is the value of the DAC coin? I don't make money of it now. That's why you must never guarantee people that they will make a good reward or a good return or a good result in 1 year or in a couple of months, or give it the time. Like I always say, you know, let's think about 3 years, let's think about 5, let's think about 7, let's think about 9. See it in the distance. But then people say, but how do I live today? And that's the point. How do you live today is by building the organization, making network marketing commission, and use that commission to pay for your current lifestyle. Not thinking I bought units in the View, or I bought DAC coins, or, you know, we have the Forex Insiders. When you put a lot of money in, let's say you put $1 million in the Forex Insiders or 1,000 euros, doesn't matter. It stays the same. It will not bring you a fortune on whatever you put it in instantly. It takes time. When you make 10%, let's presume you make 10% in a month. Yeah, then let's say you start with 100 euro. You have 110 euro. Are you rich now? No. But when that happens the second month, the 110 becomes 121. And over a period of 5 years, you make a fortune. And when you take that out, then you can every month take something out that is interesting enough to live from. You only need 5 years, but you have to give it the time. And sometimes as well, there are those periods where things are happening when you don't get the profit that was expected. Maybe you even lose something. But that's true. I see now people that said, yeah, you know, but I want to sell my units and you don't have the marketplace yet. Logical, we don't have the marketplace. We opened the marketplace. We started already. You have seen the things that we did. We already have experiences in certain countries. The countries where we have multiple experiences and that are sold out and that are interesting, we don't open the marketplace when that country is not yet interesting enough. Because when you put your units on the marketplace, we want you to be able to sell it for more money. Are you agreeing? But we can not guarantee nothing, because in life, it's like with the house. It's what somebody else wants to pay for it. And maybe somebody likes your house and wants to pay double the money. But maybe nobody wants your house and you cannot even sell it. That's market working. So the marketplace will come, but we can guarantee nothing. We can only say, hey, guys, be logical. When you have the units of Bali that you only paid 125 euro for, let's presume that Bali comes on the marketplace. Now, I want to see. So I go to the chat. Let's see if I can do that like this. No, I cannot do it like this. I don't know how it works. Maybe that I have to stop sharing the screen. I want to know from you. Yes, there we are. There we are. Show me when you are accessed. Who of you has units from Bali? Who has it? So I see, let me see. Roman, you have them. Scola, you have them. Kabula, whoa, let me do this right. Irene, I call you. I make it easy, Irene. I will say Irene. Anna, you have it. Andrea, you have it. Do you know how many units did we have from Bali? How many did we have? Let me to know, how many units did we have originally? No, we didn't have 1,550. We had less units, I think, from Bali. How much did we have? I have no clue. Did we have 1,550 units or originally 1,500? I don't know, but they were only 125. Now, when you look at the #1 destination where people in the world dream of to go to, you know that's Bali. All over the world, when you take all the people in the world and they fill in a form, their magical destination is not the Netherlands, it's not Iran, it is not even Switzerland, Verena. It's a postcard country, but the #1 destination that comes out of tests is Bali. Is Bali, ladies and gentlemen. So how big is the possibility that we put Bali on the marketplace at a certain day, having already 5 or 10 experiences over there? So the people that have it are already making money, and then we put it on the marketplace. Now the question is, who wants to sell Bali then? Who of you in this group is going to sell Bali for 50 euros? Nobody? Yes, Verena, you do right. You're poco loco. You're out of your mind. So who wants to sell it for 125? Because that's what you paid for it. When you sell it for 125, you still have your global units. You still have maybe your founders pool units, your final circle. you have your Universal, you all keep that, but you sell the region. So nobody wants to sell it. Who wants to sell it for 200 euros? This is a beautiful group. And look around. I hope everybody that has something puts his camera on, because this is part of my disclaimer. I don't like to promise, overpromise and underdeliver. Who wants to sell that Bali unit for 250? So 100% profit. I only see this. We have a negative group here. Nobody has the corona. Everybody's negative. Nobody. So let's presume, let's make something else. 500 euro. Who wants to sell it in this group? I know, Scola, you had it. I know, Irene, you had it. Anna, you had it. Verena, you had it. Andrea, you had it. Roman, you had it. Who wants to sell it for 500 euro? Who has it and wants to sell it for 500? You, Roman, you want to sell it? No, no. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a beautiful thing. 500 euro is 4 times what you paid for it. Is 400% profit. Are you agreeing or not? Why are you not selling it? You bought it last year, and when you can sell it now for 400% profit, and you're not going to do it. Why not? Why are you not going to sell it, ladies and gentlemen? Ah, Bobby wants to sell it. Bobby, you have shares of Bali?
Yes, my friend, I have 8.
You have 8. Ah, and you want to sell them all 8?
No, 1 or 2 with 500 and
Yes,
then buy a
you're
1,000.
smart ass. You bought a little bit more because of that. Why don't you sell them all 8?
Oh, because I love it. That was the first one I invested in it, and that was the first sold out. So that I don't want, and because I believe that will make me rich and my kids.
Okay, you're smart. But now let me say like this. You want to sell 1 or 2 for the 500. I have as well. I have, I don't know, but I have 4% of whatever there is. So when there are 1,500, means I have 60 of them. I even think, yes, I have 4 or 5% of that. And I thought about the same. I'm a businessman, so it's a good decision what you do. You said, I have 8, I can sell 2. Now the question is, for how much do you sell those 2?
So
Because
if I sell them like 500 for 1,000, then I go and buy a Germany, definitely from company. And then I wait for Germany to get sold out.
Now, let's presume that I have 75 of those units. I tell you that you will not be having problems with me, because I'm not going to sell it for 500 euro. And why not? Because I did a calculation, and that is how it is, that Bali could make me easy in time. Bali could easily make me 25,000 a month, easily. So that's a lot of money. That's how I think. So, and of course, I'm closer to the fire, and I do these trainings, and I created a lot of things, and you know, so I'm actually I feel very responsible. We make things, we do things. This is the part that I feel responsible for. I don't say that I'm the responsible one, but I feel responsible for it. And I think that when it could make me in 10 years 25,000 minimum, that by selling it for 500 now and buying then Germany from it, I'm not saying that I don't want to sell nothing, but I don't want 500 euro for it, because I think that by selling it now, I want at least, without considering, I want at least 2,500. So before 2,500, you will not have me as a competitor of selling it, because I will never sell 1 unit under that amount. And that's not because I don't have enough profit on 500, because I already made 400%, but by selling it now, means that I sell something for 10% in my mind of the price that makes me a month in 10 years. So I think that the value is even way over it. And even when I have possibly 60, 70, 80 of those units, then I think I can get more money. And the moment you have sold your 500, yeah, is there somebody else that wants to sell it for 500? So I go up. So two people are very lucky, Bobby, because you sold them for 500. So it worked for you. You made a good profit. You made 400% and you get now Germany. So you did good because now you have Germany and you have the same situation. The only thing is that Bali is sold out, and because it's the #1 destination, dream destination of people, it will be very difficult to get it. So is there somebody that wants to sell it for 750? I get nothing.
So Igor, thank you so much. I appreciate that. The only reason I want different packages, actually, I invested about 150K, and I almost have every single region except 2 or 3 that got sold out very fast. So I'm just looking to have every single portfolio in my package.
I can imagine. I think the same as you. So I don't say it's good or bad. I only say I want to make it. I like things the way they are. So I don't want to promise people more than, or because that's the disclaimer. And I think we now do a little test in this little group that we can see. So is there somebody that wants to sell it for 750 of the people? Nobody? 1,000 euro, the ones that have Bali, 1,000 euro. Can I get some of the units from you?
Yes, we understand that.
Mr. Igor Alberts, no for me, because looking at the future, it's just started with the virtual reality. When I look at all the projections that are happening, I see the Bloomberg projecting 800 billion by just 2025. So for me to get rid of my Bali today, I'm not thinking about it, and I'm not thinking about giving it away, because understanding how this product is going to, be an amazing one. It's going to pay me per month whenever it's ready, and maybe 10 years down the road, it's paying me per day. Maybe 20 years down the road, it will pay my children per hour. Like, I'm not thinking of getting rid of Bali, and especially what Bali is. No.
Good. So 1,000, I can get nobody else. I can get nobody else. Bobby, you sold already 2. Are you willing to sell more for 1,000?
If I cannot make more countries, like I'm just waiting to see like if the other countries are going to be sold out, like Germany, Japan. If they are going to sell out and I have a chance to have more of them, maybe I prefer to have eggs in different baskets.
I can see that's a good, I love your strategy. I would think the same way. I would think the same way. That's why I always say for myself, when somebody gives me that, I can buy something else. You know, when I can buy a Bali for 125 and 1 year later, I can sell it for 2,500. And it's not the only one that I have. Be careful, ladies, because that is another thing. Bobby had 8, so he sells 2. He has 6 left. When I have 60 and I sell 2, and I sell 2 means I sell 2 for 2,500, means that for that 2,500, I can buy 25 other units of 125 countries. Let me think about. Very fast thinking. When I buy then Kenya, I have Kenya, but let's presume that I don't have it. Kenya has safaris, and I think that the way we build something and do something in the view, Kenya and Tanzania as well, Uganda. Uganda has of course the gorilla mountains, the mountain gorillas. And when every day somebody goes out and does a tour and people book it, you know, you get every day another tour, and people maybe sign up for that deal a couple of times per year. And when I don't have it, I have those countries too, but let's presume that I don't have them, then I could say, hey, I sell one and I can buy 25 others for the same amount of money. That is a reasonable when you don't have them. In my case, it's not completely working that way because I buy them anyhow all. So I don't need to buy. What I can do is I have some countries that were sold out so fast, some of the mysteries, that I don't have the quota. I feel horrible because I was not able to get at least the 1%. So I hope that when they come on the marketplace, I will look very carefully because I will be one of the first that starts to buy. And let's say that, let's say I don't have San Marino. I have San Marino, but let's say that I don't have San Marino, and people start to sell San Marino for only double the money or triple the money. I buy them immediately before somebody else gets the idea, because I want them. I need more of those because they have a huge potential. And that's why it's very lucky that there are still some countries, and Bobby, you were very right. We still had Germany is not sold out and Japan is not sold out. You know, I saw that some people didn't buy the last parts of Switzerland. I don't understand that. I bought my 3% of Switzerland immediately because I don't want to miss out. And people waited till there was an offer, then there came an offer, and just 10 minutes later it was sold out. So can you imagine that you sleep in that time and you wake up and now you missed it? I would have preferred to buy it without extras or bonuses on top of it and have it then, because now I'm pretty sure when Switzerland comes on the marketplaces, you have to pay 10 times the amount to get it. Now you see in this group that so far only 2 of the units of Bali were sold. And I'm already at 1,250. 2,000 euro. Is somebody that wants to sell it for 2,000 euro? Still no. So 2,500. Possibly I'm willing to sell 1 or 2 for 2,500 because then I still have a lot left. Is there somebody else that wants to sell his Bali for 2,500? You see, ladies and gentlemen, that means that when I sell for 2,500 in this example, I make 5,000 euro for something that I only paid 250 for 1 year before. Is that a good deal? But can I guarantee that deal? Can I guarantee that it's like that? No, because we don't know. Maybe at the time that it's coming on the marketplace, some of you needs money for an operation or something else and gets in panic and sells it cheaper. And maybe because that person does, the other says, oh, let me sell it too. Maybe nobody sells it and the price goes up and up and up and up. And Bobby, who was willing to sell for 500, but he sees the price going up, thinks, whoa, I'm not going to do it. I wait till 1,000. But then he sees it coming and he thinks, you know what? By remembering this training, by remembering this experience, maybe I wait till 2,000. Then I'm still ahead of Igor. And instead of 500, now I get 2,000. Would that be a good deal, Bobby? Instead of getting 1,000, now you get for the 4,000. Are you happy with that?
I would love that, man.
Now you can buy 2 times Germany and 2 times Japan. You see, you guys are like me, businesswomen and businessmen. So you must start thinking like that. Don't only think with the heart, but start to think, because the heart is a pump. Maybe you don't know, but the heart is a pump. The brain is where you think. You don't think with the heart. People say the heart, but the heart is a pump. You know, when it doesn't work, it's over. You know, you need those machines to get it working again. Well, it can even be, I don't know if you know that, but when your heart stops beating, your brain still works for 3 more minutes. You see, I told you the brain is more powerful. Start thinking. This is not a hobby, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about serious money. And when we talk about, it could be that people in a country like let's take a country, let's take Uganda. What is the average income in Uganda? What is the average income? How much is that?
Searching.
How much is it, the average income in Uganda?
Average.
70 euros, 80 euros. It is there.
Uganda.
Uganda, how much is the average income? We have it on the, you know, besides these beautiful trainings, we give you lessons in archaeology, and we give you lessons in economy, and we give you lessons in the 96 euros. So 96 euros. Let's presume somebody in Uganda was able to buy 2 times barley for 250 euro. That was all the family fortune that they had. They invested that, they bought it. And now they are able to sell it for, let's say, 4,000 euro. Do you know how long they can live? Means they can live from the 4,000 euro 40 months, ladies and gentlemen. 40 months. That is 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and 4 months. 3 years and 4 months, an average person in Uganda can live from 4,000 euro. Do you understand the business model, ladies and gentlemen? For me, 4,000 euro is, let's see, by the absolute cost that I have every month, the 4,000 euro is gone in a couple of days. You know, when I pay my electricity and my water bill, that is gone. Actually, by the rising of the prices, I'm not able anymore to pay with 4,000 euro my electricity bill, honestly. I could pay it last year, but not this year. So can you imagine an average person in Kenya, in Uganda, can live 3 years and 4 months. I not even have enough to pay the bill of my electricity. So you see how different the world can be. So my perspective of profit is different than somebody in Uganda. So we must understand that what for me is not enough to do it can be that somebody somewhere thinks, wow, but this is a tremendous, and that is what people, yeah, I see people pay mortgages of their house in Canada with that money. Yeah, that is what it is. But that is, that they're all different things, different, and we must think because we have a global business. So, you know, what I think is unfortunately, and that's why I try to educate you all, is that somebody maybe in Uganda already thinks with 500, I'm going to sell it because that's a lot of money. Well, for me, with my perspective, it's not. I will wait till it comes to 2,500 minimum. And my advice is then for you as well, for you, Bobby, don't sell it for 500 because I'm pretty sure, and you've seen now in the group, that easily you would get 1,000 or 2,000 for it as well. Are you agreeing with me? And possibly just one day later, you get that money. When nobody sells it, and that's one of the things, when nobody sells it, you should not do it too. You should not do it too. And I will be always honest to you, and I will always advise you, you know, this is somewhere at that moment, the time to do it. I will not be the first one to grab it away for you, because I really hope that you guys, you need the money more than me. You know, for me, I can see it even as something, I don't get richer or poorer from it, but I know it makes a difference. So I will inform you at the time, honestly, what I think is wise. Don't be angry at me that I maybe advised you and you could get more, or don't be angry at me when I may be too late, because, you know, there's the disclaimer. When I would be Merlin the magician, or one of the Greek gods, I would possibly know it, you know, when I would be, where's that guy? I have this guy over here. Let me get one of the guys that possibly knew it. Yeah. You know. You know who is this guy? You know who he is? Look at it. Here you have his name, Zeus. Zeus, according to Greek mythology, this guy ran the world. He was running, you know. You don't want to get in trouble with this guy because, you know, he fights with material that you could not. He had wings, he could control the eagles, and he could fight with flashes. He didn't need a sword or spear. He throws flashes at you. This guy Zeus, he knew it all. That's what the Greek people believed. That's what they believed. They believed that for thousands of years. But that religion is gone with the wind, you know, over time. Now I can say it is gone. Nobody believes that anymore. But when I would have said that 2,500 years ago, man, possibly I would not make the end of the start of the night. You know, people who came for me that I offend their gods. So we don't know. And that's the disclaimer. We can never guarantee something. Why we cannot guarantee it? Because we not always know exactly how it's going to be. But we can have expectations. And that's why I did Bali with you, to show you that those expectations are based on something, are based on the feelings in the group, are based on, and based on what we saw now, what you guys showed me. I think that Bali would easily bring 2,500 euros for it. So by selling it for less, yeah, 2,000 is a lot of money too. I can imagine to do, but I would not sell it in this case based on the 500, because I think you could get more for it. But there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. When you need a guarantee, you need to buy, you have to buy a washing machine. You go to Miele and you buy a wash machine. They give you 5 years of guarantee. When something doesn't work, they will fix it for you. So, and possibly that wash machine will work for 20 years. It costs a lot of money, a Miele wash machine, way more than any other brand. But, you know, my experience is I am now having the second Miele wash machine in my life. You know, after 30 years, I need a new one. And now the second one that I have, the Heeper, the People Hooper, the Pooper, the Papi, the Poopy wash machine, I have it already 6 years and it works like clockwork. I have no guarantee anymore, but nothing went wrong with it. I replaced the one of 30 years, not because he was broken, but because he used too much energy, and the new ones are reading how dirty the clothes are, and they put the stuff in it. It's a whole thing that stinks. But you know what? It costed me 3,000 euro, that wash machine. Yeah, you know, I pay something, but when that works for 30 years, I calculate 30 years times 12 months. And then I know, you know, it sounds a lot of money, 3,000, but when it comes to a monthly payment, it is not that much money even. So whatever we do, illustration, we use pictures from the internet. We didn't make our own pictures. Sometimes we do that, and we use it for illustration purposes as well. Whatever we think that you can make money, it's just a perspective of what we think now. So use this disclaimer: never, ever overpromise, so that the company, nothing else can do than underdeliver. We as a company, we don't do that. We are always taking the safe side. Actually, truly, we always underpromised and overdelivered. And you speak for yourself, whatever you promise. Like I do today, whatever I promise you or whatever I think it will happen, it's because that's what I think. It's not a company statement. It's not that people in the ivory tower that runs our company said, Igor, this is what you must tell them. No, this is what I am saying to you as a private person, as your crown ambassador. So I'm very clear on that. I don't want to make it difficult. And that means as well that this entire training is made by myself. So I made this training based on the things that, that I experienced. And it is an important one because we are welcoming actually everybody into your unique borderless universe. The beauty from the view is that it's a borderless universe. It goes further than only planet Earth. So because we have a big future ahead of us, and I thought in the trainings of Jason, we made that very clear. We made very clear that we go further than our planet on its own. So welcome to a universe on its own. A universe that is never seen before. What we are creating has never done before. Welcome to an impossible reality. How beautiful is that? Impossible is nothing else. Split it up. I am possible reality. How beautiful is this? You can look impossible. Every time I see this, I see I am possible. That's how I read it. Maybe because I'm Dutch and wishful thinking, but Dutch people are always with the feet on the ground, and still I'm seeing I am possible. And isn't it true that what Disney created was impossible? That what Nelson Mandela did, what would have seemed impossible, that what Martin Luther King explained was considered impossible, that what Mohammed realized was impossible, that what Jesus said was impossible, that what Mother Teresa did is impossible for a normal human being to do, that what Gandhi achieved was impossible, that what Jeff Bezos created, Amazon, was considered impossible, that Elon Musk was called the biggest idiot on the planet. He did something impossible by creating PayPal, and then he took all the money and started an electric car company, started a satellite company, started a company going to the moon and to Mars. And since yesterday, he is the major shareholder of Twitter. Who could have thought that 2 days ago? Nobody. The people that realize great things, great achievements, they were always called impossible realities. It will never happen. But we welcome you to another and even bigger, a borderless and greater universe than what you ever have seen in the world. Welcome to the view. Welcome to the view. Welcome to planet Earth for all. Because in the view, I guarantee you, we will not have discrimination. We will not have worse. We will not have negativity or bad things. The view is a new reality where we all have equal chances, where it's a healthier place, where it's a more honest place. Welcome to your wealth creating universe. But because having units of the view for whatever region, you become a colonist of the view. You become a colonist of when let's say you buy Singapore, you become a colonist of Singapore. You become automatically a colonist of Asia. You become a colonist of the world. You become a colonist of the universe called the View, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why the moment you own units, you are a Viewian, a Viewian. So you're not only a Canadian, you're not only a European, you're not only whatever religion you have, but now you become part of a universe on its own. You become a Viewian, and a Viewian lives in the universe called the View. Universe, planet Earth, and we go down to the regions. Because when we go down to the region, we have to look at it and we have to make a breakdown. I open the door a little bit because it's getting hot in here. Or I get hot because of the opportunity. I want to show you this because this is the reality of today. When people buy an ultra pack, for example, they buy Qatar or they buy Singapore, and I can only advise you to do so because they are very interesting to get. They buy an ultra pack, they pay €1,000. From the €1,000, €500 stays in the View, and it's not commissionable. €500 stays in the View, and that is the €500 that we need to build the View. We need to build the experiences, we need to build the back offices, we need to rent offices, we have to pay employees, we have to buy cameras, we have to do all that work. Now, you can do your calculation on your own, but you know what? To send a couple of people to another country, we need the permits, we need the hotels, the traveling, the whole thing. You can imagine that costs a lot of money. And when we want that this opportunity works, we need to invest all that money into the opportunity. €500 goes to Success Factory. And that is the part that is commissionable. That is the part where you are going to make commission over. That is the part where you must pay your actual day-to-day bills from. So you get that broken down. So let me continue with showing the breakdown of the €500 that goes to Success Factory. 70% is directly paid out back into the network marketing. So it goes into the structure. When Scola have something in her team, she gets part, or it depends how your leg situation is, but the potential is that Scola can make money with it, that the people in between can make money with it, that Giovanni can make money with it, that Kayan makes money with it, that Daniel can make money with it, that Julian can make money with it, that we can make money with it, based if it's the weak or the strong leg. So, but 70% of that €500 goes back into your pockets, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know who it gets. Yeah, we know it sale by sale. But that means that from the €500, only 30% stays in Success Factory. And that is, of course, to maintain the offices, to pay the employees, to do research and development. We have a big legal department. We have the CUCs, and we organize for the leaders retreat so that they can rise to the occasion. They can grow as an individual and as a leader. We do big investments at the Success Factory because we need computers and other things and better back office. And you see that every time we come with something to improve the quality of our network function, and we organize events and we pay the rewards. The rewards are not out of the 70%, but they come actually as an extra out of that 30%. Now, that is the standard things like tickets. That is the view glasses. Now you are going to get view glasses. That is the laptop. That can be a telephone. That can be a vacation. We will soon come with the solution for the cruise that most people could not get because of the corona, the COVID-19, or the location where they are living. We pay the watches out of it. We pay all the cars, the Mercedes, the Ferraris. We pay the real estate, the apartments, the houses, and eventually we pay the yachts. Yes, all of that comes out of that 30%. Now, the question is now, what do you get for your 125 or your 250 or your 500 or your 1000? That's what you pay. So what do you get? You buy a package, a basic, a standard, a super, or an ultra. Let's take the ultra. You buy an ultra package. The moment you buy it, it runs into the network marketing. So that moment is coming 1000. You bought it. You didn't allocate it yet, but the moment you buy it, it runs. So 500 goes to the view, 500 goes in the network. That part is immediately done the moment you buy it. Now, even when you didn't allocate it, now you have the option. You have that ultra pack and you can choose which region. With the 1000, you can choose all the regions. You can put it in the 1000 category and get 1 unit of the country, that the region that you choose. You can put it in the 500 category and then you automatically get 2 units in that region. When you put it in the 250 category, you get 4 units in that. And when you put it in the 120, you get even 8. So it depends where you put it. You get 1, 2, 4, or 8. You can choose it yourself. As well, when there are offers, when you choose a region that has an offer, like now we have a couple of countries in the offer, that means you don't get a lower price or you get double the regions, but you get, for example, in this case, you get double the universal units. So for the 1000, you get, normally you get nothing in the universal pool, but when we have the offer with you get units, you would get with an ultra 21 units in it. But now we have the double. That means when you buy Qatar or Singapore or Germany or one of the other countries, the UK or Japan, Switzerland is sold out, you don't get 21, but you get 42 units in the universal pool. And the universal pool holds 1% of the total volume of the view. Whatever comes out of the view, 1% goes to the universal pool, and based on how many people have units per unit, you know, maximum, we said maximum it can go up to 5 million units. So when that comes in 1 million shared by 5 million people, you make 20 cents. That's it. When there comes 10 million shared by 5, you make 2 euros. So you can do your calculation. When there comes 1 billion, yeah, then it becomes serious money. And hopefully one day there comes not 1 billion, but you know, look at the turnover of Amazon. I don't know what is the turnover, 250 billion or something. Can you imagine when we have that turnover and you have a couple of units in the let's do that, 250 billion divide. Can you imagine that you have this from Amazon? You are in a pool that 1% of that turnover is shared amongst the shareholders. That means that 1% is 2.5 billion. 2.5 billion shared by, let's say, 1,000 people or 1 million people or whatever. But that's a very good extra that you get. That has nothing to do with your where you allocated it, but because of the offer. So you can allocate it, and based where you get it, you get extras in other pools. As well, the money that you pay for, that money stays there. And you get the possibility to use that amount of money as usability credits. So that means that you are able, when we have experiences where you have to pay for, to pay with your usability credits. Can you imagine that beside of the potential that you have, you actually bought a line of credit? So the money that you paid is as well a credit line for potential new or potential experiences. So now we have the experiences for free. But you know, when we launch it, yeah, the experiences will not for free anymore. People have to pay for it. And either you pay with euros, dollars, yens, pounds, bitcoins, whatever we allow you to pay with, but we will give you the possibility to pay with your credits as well. So that could be a very good thing for you. That is what we can guarantee you that you have. Now, we go to the next. We have different pools. We have the regional pool, we have the founder circle, we have the global pool, we have the universal pool, we have the infinity pool, we have the leaders pool. Plus we have some pools for employees. So I hope you understand that. So we have that as well. And in that, you know, the regional pool pays out over your region. The founder circle pays out over whatever happens in the universe. So for now it's planet Earth, but you know, you can imagine that maybe in the future we build the moon or Mars or Neptune, or we build Disney planet, or, you know, you think about, we can do everything. You know, I wanted to make a joke, but I have to be always careful with my jokes, because I'm Dutch and I can make jokes about everything, but that is not always appreciated. So fortunately, I just stopped before I would make the joke, but some people can imagine what the joke could be. But whatever founder circle you have, can you get in the founder circle anymore? No, it's a closed circle. It was only in the beginning. Then the people that have global pool units, they get paid out over whatever. Global means planet Earth. You get paid out whatever happens in planet Earth. Universal pool is a beautiful one. Whatever happens in the entire universe, they are like the founders circle. The universal pool gets paid out over the entire universe. So when you have a universal pool unit, you get paid out whatever we do in Mars or Venus or the moon. But the people in the global pool don't get paid out over that. But fortunately, everybody that has a global pool units, those units moved as well into the universal pool. So, wow, how beautiful can that be? Then we have the infinity pool. The infinity pool is based on, is 1%, and based on 40% of that 1% goes into the category of the, and there I bring them back, of the ultras. 30% goes in the super category, 20% goes into the standard, and 10% goes into the basic. So that's totally 100% of 1%. And we have the leaders pool. For the leaders pool, you can get in based on your rank. So when you become a diamond, we give you a position there. When you become the next year, you do again the diamond volume, we give you extra. When you become a blue diamond, we give you more. The higher you are, but you need to be a diamond to become part of that. So being diamond means as well, when you started this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, and you didn't have the money, or you were never able to buy units, then you will make money with the network marketing concept, but you will never make money with the turnover of the view. But when you become a diamond, you can work yourself in, because 1% of the total view turnover in the universe will be shared amongst the leaders based on the amount of units that they have in there. This is what you find in the back office. You can see that, and you see immediately the explanation. And I hope that my explanation helped you a little bit. Here you can see the universal pool, or the regional pool, or the leadership pool, or the infinity pool. That are the 4 pools available right now. So it doesn't explain anymore the founder circle or the global pool, because they are closed. Means there cannot more people in. That will happen as well with the universal pool, and it will happen per region as well with the regional pool. And the infinity pool, there will come a moment that we close that as well. When we launch it, possibly that is happening in February 2023. We have the beta launch, and then, yeah, we will possibly close the infinity pool as well. Now, besides that, we have the verticals. The verticals are the things where you can make the money with, potentially. We don't know exactly, but this are the 7 categories that we selected so far. So travel and tourism, you make money with ticket sales and subscription. Virtual reality, we have to see how we do that, but we have that in it, and you will be able to make commission based on that. Shopping opportunities, sales commissions, when people buy things and we get part of the commission, it will be short. It will be shared with the people that have that region where it happens. Gaming and betting, depending on the region, the people that have the units will benefit. Sports and entertainment, you will see when I talk about Singapore and Qatar, I have the Formula One in. Yeah, when millions of people are logging in to see it really live, then means that when it's in Qatar, the people that have the units of Qatar, they will make money with it. I can imagine in the future 100 million people watching it, and then, yeah, you know, based on the ticket that they buy, but you know, you only profit when you have Qatar, or you profit from it when you are in one of the pools, because then you partly share in it. As well, we have business services, and don't underestimate it. That's maybe more difficult to calculate, but whatever business services we offer to the world via the View, when it's in your region, you will make money. So now you see that we have the units and the credits for the experiences. You can use them in one of those verticals. We can organize events and concerts. You can buying and selling regions on the marketplace. And we have the pools, circles, and verticals as well. We have the advertising. You see different things where it is possible to make money with. So let's pick out some of them. Potential regional rewards. We will do ticket selling. So let's presume we have, you have, and let me give you an example. I give you an example of France. One of the cities in France, the head capital is Paris. In Paris is the Eiffel Tower. So we can let you to visit the Eiffel Tower for free. Walk a little bit around. You can see it, but you cannot go underneath and you cannot close by. Now, when you want to walk into the Eiffel Tower, into the zone, to walk under and look up and see all the things and be part of the Eiffel Tower, we can, let's say we do a ticket sales for €1 or €2. But maybe you want to go up, you want to go in the elevator or walk the stairs, and you want to go to the first or the second, etage. Hey, then we will, let's say that the basic ticket is €1 or €2, and the advanced ticket is, in this case, let's say €5. For €5, you can go to the first or the second floor. So you will have all the experiences as well. Maybe you want to go to the third floor and the highest one and have there the experiences. Yeah, that's a VIP ticket. Now, I don't know out of my head at this moment, but you know, that ticket for the Eiffel Tower costs a little bit way more. I think it starts with €28 instead of 5. And to go to the highest floor, you pay even way more. And as well, you have to stand in line for at least 2-3 hours, but sometimes even 4 or 5. You have to book the tickets up front and still you stand in line. So maybe the VIP ticket costs €10, but all that money is turnover. And all that money, 5% of all that money is shared amongst the regional holders that have France, because Paris, the Eiffel Tower is part of Paris, Paris is part of France. Means that maybe we have to share something. I have to say that maybe we have to share something with the Eiffel Tower. then we cannot, that goes to the Eiffel Tower. But whatever the view receives of money will be 5% will go into the regional, to the people that have the regional units. Now, let's say that people want, like Peter Pan, a ticket where they can fly. They can go around the Eiffel Tower, dive into it, go around, go to the top. Maybe you think it's not possible, but when a drone can do it, we can film it that way. So we will create a magic situation where it's where the impossible becomes reality. Let me see. How do I do that? I think I have to go here. So everybody is muted, so we don't have the background thing. I'm the only one speaking now. Welcome to the people that already logged in for Singapore or Qatar. Welcome. We are still doing a little bit of explanation. When you logged in for that, then you get the end of the view explanation as well. I think that's only beautiful. Then you understand the power of it. So the flying access ticket is of course cost a little bit more, but again, 5% of the revenue of the turnover goes to the people that hold the units. People can buy, they want to come back. Maybe they want to go back every week. They can pay a weekly subscription. They can pay a monthly or yearly subscription. And in the future, you will be able to travel back in time, because you can imagine when we film it every year and we record everything, that there comes a moment that you can travel back to 2023, even when the time is already 2075. How beautiful can that be? As well, we have some recording possibilities that are actually unlimited. Now, this is from a ticket perspective. Here, we have another perspective that I want to share with you. So this is the potential regional rewards. When you look at concerts can be held in your, let's give you an example. We have Qatar, and there comes a concert that an artist, Rihanna, or maybe even the Rolling Stones, or Celine Dion wants to do in Qatar, and we are able to sell those tickets in the virtual reality called The View, and that concert is there in Qatar. That means that we sell tickets, and 5% of the ticket sales that The View gets goes to the people that have the unit called Qatar. So can be classical concert, can be art concert, can be as well religious. There's a big business in religious concerts. So there are events on local level, politic rallies, religion. I don't want to be not right, but you know, church services or mosque services or temple services can be filmed as well, and people can log in and be part of it, can be virtually front row. But that means that when it's held over there and you visit that mosque or that church or that temple, that is a religious event, and when the people have to buy tickets, you share in that. Music events, competitions like in sports like football, tennis, cricket, rugby, you name it, can be everything, basketball, and as well, and there it comes, can be global events like, and that is a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen, to understand, because it can be a global event like Olympic Games, like we just had in Beijing, can be a World Cup competition, like Qatar is coming, it's the football. So can you imagine that we are able to, I don't say that we are, but you know, of course, we will see into it. It comes a little bit in a short notice for us to already be there, but you know, we see what we can do. that you could be part of the World Cup and look at it and buy tickets for that. Could be continental cups like the Africa Cup that was just held in Cameroon, where Senegal become the African champion. Can be world, can be Copa America things, can be, you know, whatever you can think of in sports that is globally. When it's in your region, you share and you make money with it. Can be companies holding events, trainings, master events, mentoring events, can be global events, rewarding events, launching, can be even other network marketing companies that are organizing things. Then we have the ceremonies that take place in your region, the happenings, the weddings, the church services, the mosque, the temple, the political rallies. That can be services where people win, coronations. There is so much to think about that it could be, that it's unlimited. Celebrations, special days, think about celebration days, independence days, crowning days, but as well rewarding days, that the day of the woman, the day of the labor, the day of this, that is locally maybe done very strongly. Potential regional rewards. Think about virtual real estate. So it could be that you make money with because there's virtual land sold in your region. That's virtual real estate sold in your region. That people do a lease of virtual land. That people pay monthly rent of virtual houses, and you get shared in the revenues. Think about the monthly rent of virtual shops and souvenir stands. Think about the people that visit the Eiffel Tower for free, but they look at souvenir stands and people start to buy. But you know, the souvenir stand on itself is virtual reality. Maybe we rent it out to people, maybe we sell it to them. So, but in whatever we do, 5% will end up into the pot of the virtual owners, the viewings of that region. Think about, you know, when I went to every football match that I visit, I buy a shawl from the Netherlands. I have one from the Netherlands, Denmark, and I pay 17 euro for the shawl. Now, let's say that at the same time we make an event in the view from it, then it falls under, let's say, the Ajax or the Feyenoord stadium. So it's either Rotterdam or Amsterdam, but that doesn't matter. It is the Netherlands. When you have units of the Netherlands and there's a game, and I buy a show, before that I can buy it virtually, can be that when I buy it virtually, that they send it to my house, but as well can be that I am now, my avatar has the shawl, and when he goes into the stadium can hold that shawl as well. Maybe the real shawl will cost me 17 euro plus the shipping. The virtual one maybe cost me only 2, but I have it in the hand. I can be in the stadium holding it up. And you know what? Whoever is in that stadium as well can see me holding it up. So how beautiful is that? And I can put that shawl coming back in my virtual house and put it at the wall of my virtual house. My house here has paintings, but my virtual house will have an inventory and furniture and shawls from football matches as well. So the moment the sales is done, you will get part, but you know, before you already make money, because maybe we sold that souvenir shop as a virtual souvenir shop to a new owner, or we rent it out per game. And every time that there comes money, you guys are making money. So having that region, some people say, yeah, you are actually, by having a part of that region, you are virtually in real estate. So how beautiful is that? You see all those messages about NFTs and about virtual, you know, but you guys are ahead of the game. You didn't realize it, but being a viewing makes you partly co-owner of a country. So when we talk about Bali, who owns Bali? The Indonesian government, or in the view, it's owned by the ones that have it, by 1,550 people that have a unit. And when you have 8, Bobby, you are a little bit a bigger owner of Bali. When you have 10 or you have 16, when you have 16, you have 1%. You're 1% owner of Bali. Can you imagine? This created a whole new world, a whole new way of thinking. Whatever is happening on development, construction, infrastructure, when there's turnover, you will partly make money. Now, shopping, think about shopping malls, supermarkets in your region, luxury brands sold over there, souvenir sales, even traditional online ordering. You know what we do now? Amazon, or call that. We will have that in the view too. We will have the MLM products. Can be that other MLM companies take shops or online ordering for their products in the view. The view is open for everybody. But the moment it takes place in your region, you are making money with that. Now, whatever happens on payment solutions, there's always a percentages that goes in the view, and you will share in that too. Think about education, schools, universities. Think about language courses, dialects that are typically there. You know, the people in Singapore, they speak English, but they have a specific dialect. And when you want to learn that dialect, maybe we do courses for that region. We have the customs, the regional customs and architecture education. We have the graduate celebration. Think about universities. Can you imagine that you have Connecticut and there is on Harvard University a celebration and people buy tickets for those celebrations? Yeah, then you have Connecticut, then you make money with that. You share in that, ladies and gentlemen. Good. Potential regional gaming rewards. I don't want to talk too much about this because that's not really my part yet. I will come back on it in the future, but whatever we do, I can imagine when we have online games and it takes place in your city and people pay €1 or €2 for that, that is being shared amongst the viewers of that region. Advertising. That is the model of YouTube. That's the model of Facebook. That's the model of Twitter. That's the model of Instagram. That is the model of TikTok. Advertising. They make money with that. They do everything for free. But of course, nothing comes for free. They make money with the advertising. And when you want to turn it off, you have to pay a lot of money. So we will have that too. For whatever is free, in your region, you will make money with that. Whatever they pay for it, you will share in that. When they do it globally, but it's globally in your region, you will share in the pools and the circles. When it's locally, you will share locally from it. When it goes in the universe, here you see a breakdown of where it all could go. So we have a specific thing of doing it, and the verticals are as well designated regions for all pools and all circles. So these are products that we have. Not everything is where you can make money with, but when you are able to make money and when it happens in your region and there is something where the view is involved and there's commission over that, it will be shared with the unit holders. So here you see a little bit, I made one mistake. It must be the opposite. We just had the alpha launch. And 2023, we have the better one, and we have way more experience. And over the year, I see that we have, you know, honestly, I looked at different teams already over the world filming right now at all parts of the world, at all 7 continents that are actually at the moment filming and making new things. So over this year, you will see more and more, and it will grow. But in 2023, it's meant to be that for the first time, you are being able to have some potential income opportunity, to have some sales as well. Then you're able to make some commissions. Then between 23 and 26, that is 4 till 7 years from now, it's meant to be that you have a serious income potential with your units. So before that, you must understand that you must make the money with building a network marketing organization. Between 2023 and 2026, whatever you have for units, it will start to make serious money. Then between 2029 and 2032, that's 7 to 10 years from now. I don't want to call it serious anymore. It must be a rewarding income potential. Let's presume that, give you an example, that in 2023, when you have Bali, you will see the first possibilities of making money with it. People are able to do some experiences. Then hallelujah. Sometimes that happens. Mute all. I will do that instantly. Done. So, you know, I get better in doing this. So let's say in 2026, Bali must make you a serious income potential. When in between 2023, 2026, when you're able to make every year the 125 euro that you paid for, I think it's a marvelous deal. But after 2026 to 2029, it's meant to be that it becomes really serious, and maybe you make 125 euro on a monthly base. Between 2029 and 2032, yeah, now we talk about serious money and possibly money that is extremely rewarding, where you can have a little bit more luxury life than 10, 12 years from now, 2032, 2035. I really believe that you are looking at a highly rewarding income potential. So maybe we talk about 125 euro, what you originally paid for that region every single week. But means as well, when you bought Singapore or Qatar or any of the other ones of 1,000, that it will be 1,000 based on what you paid. But the potential is then that you are able to make 1,000 on a weekly basis. I don't know exactly, and that's where I use the disclaimer, but that's the expectations. And expectations, sometimes the future, many times, the future is faster than you think. When I look at the time, you know, when we started, I was at 7 o'clock, and one of you guys from Iran was at 9:30. Now, I'm almost there. I'm almost living in your reality of 2.5 hours ago. So you see how it is. I don't know if I'm exactly right with this. Maybe it comes faster, maybe it takes more, but you know, as long as we go on, it's going to come. 2035, 2037, yeah, it could be that you have Bali and that Bali brings you every hour or every day 125 euros. Or when you have Qatar or Singapore, that it every hour or every day brings you 1,000. And that's where you win the big game. That's where, when you look at that, and I take that time zone, and I do this on purpose because that's what I want you to explain. Because don't overpromise so that we are only able to underdeliver. I've heard that some people in Asia, in the Middle East said, yeah, you know, when you buy this next year, you get already, hey, I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you, no, this year you must be lucky when you are able to make some money with your units. Possibly not. Next year it starts. But what are we talking about? When at the end of the year you made as much as money as you paid for, I would say, wow, we did great. That will happen between 1 and 4 years. Yeah, then after 4 to 7 years, it becomes serious. It becomes 7 to 10, very rewarding. Between 10 and 12 years, extremely highly rewarding. And in 12 to 15 years, yeah, you guys, you live in another world. But you know, I have to be honest with you. When I look at a lot of young people, but even people of my age, you know, people of my age, I cannot say, you know, I said many years, yeah, I'm a young guy. Yeah, but I'm now 57. So, but put 57, put 12 years on top of it. 12 years on top of it. I'm 69. Hey, I look at many people of 69. They look like youngsters. They look like the most people. I live in one of the richest areas of the Netherlands. The most guys, the most girls that have Ferraris and Porsches and Lambos and Rolls Royces and Maybachs and the most beautiful cars, that are not people of 20, 30 or 40 years. That are people of 70, 75 years. Can you imagine that even when I would start today, this is my first experience, and I buy today some units, that before I am 70, I'm able to buy from my units or lease from my units or rent from my units, that type of cars. Hey, I fit in with the rest, but can you imagine that you're a little bit younger than me? It's massive results. In the meantime, I understand that you need money too, but you must make that with the network marketing opportunity of Success Factory. Now, when sold out, yeah, when it's sold out, it's sold out. Then it's just a matter of waiting till the marketplace comes, or till, because when the marketplace comes, you can sell it for way more. Like we did this with each other. I think that is the most beautiful thing that we can do. It's very ethical to do. And yeah, you are building something. We are building a dream, ladies and gentlemen, a legacy that will echo in eternity. Actually, you are together with us back in 1994, where Mr. Jeff Bezos started his Amazon. Look at the pictures. You are back into the 80s, where Steve Jobs started his Apple ideas. You are back into the past, where Microsoft of Bill Gates has started, and look where they are now. Actually, that's where we are. But you don't need to wait another 20, 30, 40 years. You know what I would say? Give it 15 years. In 15 years from now, you will have tremendous revenues, tremendous results. We are building the world of tomorrow. And like somebody else said, the expectation of Bloomberg is billions and billions. It's trillions of turnover already in 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to this one. In 2025, Forbes and Bloomberg, they have expectations that trillions of volume will go via virtual reality. So we are building the world of tomorrow. It's your world in our universe. Actually, it's yours. It's yours, ladies and gentlemen. You have that universe in your hands. As a viewer, you just have to touch it. Always live in the future of your dreams. Enjoy big, duplicate big. And ladies and gentlemen, keep on track. Sell big. Because with selling big at this moment, duplicating big at this moment, you can make a fortune building your network marketing organization. So, and that is serious money, ladies and gentlemen. That is extremely serious money. You will not make every month the same. It will go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. And but as long as it goes up more than it went down the month before, you see that progression. It's never only like this. It's never like this. It's always a heartbeat. But as long as that heartbeat goes up, you're in a good place, ladies and gentlemen. And the beauty is, in this case, you can create your own reality. And I started with saying, you cannot prevent what happens to you, but you can act and react the way it will work out for you. Now, to overcome catastrophes in the future, you can make today decisions by building your network marketing organization and getting as much as possible units of the view, because they are all online. Whatever happened to your location, your business is online, and it's a global business, ladies and gentlemen. So whatever they take away from you, they can never take this away from you. Whatever you built with us, it is always there waiting for you from whatever geological location you are. You can log in and there's your business. You will see in the future, you will get paid out on accounts, on cards, and you are able to spend that globally, ladies and gentlemen. So you are not bounded or blocked on the location what you are. When the water floods, make sure you get out on time. And when you are making enough money with building the network marketing organization, you will live free wherever you are. You are able to directly maintain your lifestyle. And when you have those units of the view in your back office, the moment there starts to come revenue, it pays you out and 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 it pays you out, and it goes to infinity, ladies and gentlemen. So get your piece of the cake. And actually, this is it for what I talked about, the standard training. I will drink one little coffee and I immediately go, because we have already people locked in. Actually, we have already people locked in because they want to see something about, let's see how it goes. How does this work? I don't know. Yes, you see already here the first part, because look at here, we are going to talk about Qatar and we are going to talk about Singapore, ladies and gentlemen. So give me 1 minute. I like to drink something, and thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. I look forward to do this training again next week. I don't know if I do that on Wednesday. I will pick a day, but I look forward to do this training on a weekly basis. And I really hope and that we can start on time, because that is very important, because now we are a little bit delayed. That means that your appointments, you know, can be in trouble with my training. I honestly, I had an appointment at 9 o'clock. And I have to call them now that I'm a little bit later, because, you know, I think I can do both countries in 45 minutes. So when you have 45 minutes, then I must be finished with that. When you have only 25 minutes, then you will be part of Qatar. When you want to see Singapore as well, that cost me another 25 minutes, maybe less. Maybe I can do it in half an hour, but I do my best. But I want to see you what is the potential, because we had those two countries all the time in our back office. And I had the idea that nobody understands how less units there are and how great the potential of those countries is. So give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. and I will be back with you. I will unmute, so when you want to say something, feel free. I stopped the video, so, you know, because maybe I have to scratch my nose or something. So when you say this was it, thank you for being here. When you want to stay and continue, I look forward. It gives you as well a minute time to invite some new people as well.